everything, right? Okay, inshallah, we're going to begin with the day 4th of this Canva Mastery course where we are going to master an excellent skill that is gonna, inshallah, help you with in the ways that you won't imagine, inshallah. So let's begin the day 4th of this Canva Mastery course with the rectification of intentions, and by rectifying our intentions that we are going to use this skill for the sake of Allah as well, inshallah, and also we can pursue a career through this as well, inshallah ta'ala, to educate ourselves, and also we can educate the ummah through this skill, right? Inshallah ta'ala. So let's begin. Bismillah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's continue on to this journey of being more productive with our smart devices, inshallah. Till now, we were consuming the content, right? I want you all to be the makers of the content from now on. Will you all make this intention? Yes? Come on, type yes in the chat box, inshallah. Let's be more productive with our smart devices. Instead of just sitting back and consuming the content for hours together, well, instead of watching those dramas or the stuffs like movies or something like that, you can create 10 to 15 reels by yourselves, dear sisters and brothers. Yes, you can do that. We used to spend just 10 minutes or 1 minute on to creating the 30-second reel, and we didn't even imagine sometimes it would reach 1 million views, 2 million views. Okay, just giving you 2 minutes to create something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will fetch you enormous rewards. You don't know what it will give you back. Okay, so inshallah ta'ala, hoping for that in the akhirah. So dear sisters and brothers, let's continue on to this journey of being more productive with the smart devices, inshallah ta'ala, by learning a skill that would be inshallah for life, inshallah ta'ala. So let's continue. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Yesterday uh, we were into the designing. We started off designing yesterday with the editor page of the Canva, right? Hope you all remember this, right? We were into the editor page of Canva. We learned everything on the top bar, the left bar. We learned how to use the templates, how to use the styles. This was a major topics from yesterday's session, dear sisters and brothers. Do you all remember how did we do this? What was in the styles? Can you all tell me? The font combination as well as color palettes. Okay, what did we learn about the color palettes? Anyone knows? It's something about the color theory, right? Yes, it's something about the color theory. Which font, which color goes well with and which color. Okay, usually when you select the paints for your house, you even have to do these things like what color combination should I give, right? So you might land into a color palette that you don't like or something like that. So over here you have the proper color palettes that go well with the designs. Okay, how is it? We have 4 to 5 colorings, right? Complementary coloring, analogous coloring, monochromatic coloring. What more, dear sisters and brothers? Triadic, tetradic. Yes, yes. All of these stuffs will help you to have a proper color palette. Okay, decide a color palette. Okay, we use RGB kind of color theme. Hopefully, inshallah. I want you all to answer the quiz that is put up in the group. Okay, inshallah, ta'ala. Hoping that you all will do that, inshallah. So, the one who have everything correct till the end of the course, inshallah, will get a gift from us, inshallah. So, the font combinations we have learned yesterday's session, and also we had learned how we are going to go ahead with the okay, we are going to go ahead with the magic ride. Do you all remember how did we learn about something about magic ride? Yes, and also we learned something about how to create your own backgrounds, right? Dear sisters and brothers, can you please tell me what is it about the backgrounds? Can you please tell me what is it about the backgrounds? We started off with single colored background, right? Then multiple backgrounds. Yes. Dual tone. Yes, excellent. Then what did we learn about? Mixing up background with the photos, single photo background and clicking replace it as background. Then we learned something like how to add multiple backgrounds by reducing the transparency. Excellent, sister. Excellent. Then we learned something like how to add video as a background. Yes. How to add animated things on a simple background. Yes. How to make instantly a photo into a video by adding the AI voice. Yes, excellent. We also learned how to just make use of AI and write the content. Okay, instead of going ahead with ChatGPT and finding what we say, finding the codes or something like that, you can just give Canva to work and write. Ask Canva to write it for you. He will write it within seconds, and you will just get the content there. Content is ready. Everything's ready. You just have to have an idea. You just have to have time. That's all. 5 minutes time, you will create a masterpiece, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, inshallah ta'ala. Be ready, inshallah. You're going to do that with this pro software in hand, okay? Because this is a pro software that you have got. You can start professionally editing the things. You can start professionally posting the things over to whatever platforms you want to. You can start now itself, okay? Begin now. I'm telling you all, begin now. You can start to create your own if you want. If you are thinking of creating your own Instagram handle, YouTube handle, or something like that, or with the Dava account on your own name or something like that, start creating that, inshallah. Start putting the stuff that you're creating from now on itself. Okay, you just have to spend some time with the software. Assign 115 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day for the software, and inshallah, you can create masterpieces, inshallah. So, the very first thing that we are going to start with is the basics of graphic designing. Till yesterday, we were designing randomly, everything randomly. But, dear sisters and brothers, you as a graphic designers, because you're going to be a graphic designer by the end of this course, inshallah. So you have to make your designs good. You have to make your designs look good. Okay, you have to intend to make your designs look good. How are you going to make your designs look good? By following the design principles. Okay, you have to have a design sense. You have to follow some design principles. Okay, from now on, you should not look into the designs like how you used to look before. Okay, for example, just randomly putting the things here and there won't make a good design. Remember that. Randomly putting the things here and there on the design won't make a good design. Fine. From now on, perfection this skill. Please make sure you are perfectioning this skill. Okay, you're not just going to create something for the sake of creating. Create it with all heart. Okay, put out all of these basic design principles into your design. Okay, so now we are going to learn some of the principles of graphic designing. Okay, you have to make sure that you are following these principles till the end of the course. Fine. Okay, please type okay. Okay, a bit of theoretical session. I don't want you all to write this or remember the terms. Okay, you don't have to remember the terms or memorize the terms, but you have to know that you have to use these things. Fine. Please type fine if you're getting these things. Okay, I have mentioned 8 types of basic design principles here. 8 design principles are put up here, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, if you follow these principles, only then your designs will look a good design. Fine. Okay, so before we go ahead with these principles, I'll show you some designs that are good and not good. Okay, I just want you to tell me which design looks good and which design doesn't look good here. Okay, come on. Within a second, you can just tell me which design looks good, which design doesn't look good. The right looks good, right? Yes. What about the left one? Can you please tell me? Why doesn't it look good? Do you find any color contrast there? Do you find any color, what we say color? Yes, it's not at all professional. What's wrong there? What's wrong there? Come on, tell me what's wrong there. Yes. It's not telling you which topic you have to look at first, right? See, what is the actual topic is Alumni Webinar Series 2021 there. There is a webinar there. It is not telling you what this design, what you are here for, or what I want you to look at this in this. Okay. So what this all about? It's not telling me properly. Okay. And also the registration details are not perfect. Features here mentioned are not perfect. Okay. So font sizes are not perfect. Correct. Okay, it doesn't explains what should I read first. Very first thing. Okay, what should I read first in this design? It is not here. Correct. What should I read first in this design? I cannot understand because everything is in same font size. Okay, so what matters at first is font size. Okay, font size, and another thing is called as font styling, bolding the font or something like that. This together is called as hierarchy. HEIRARCY. Okay, this is first design principle, dear sisters and brothers. Listen very carefully. Okay, there's a design principle known as hierarchy. Fine. What if you are following a proper hierarchy, then you will actually guide your users or the viewer's eye through your design. Okay, hierarchy is nothing but first thing that you want your viewer to look at in your design. What is the first thing? What is the second thing? What is the third thing? How do you do that? By assigning the font size. Okay, for example, what do I want in this design for my viewer to look at first? Is this one, design like a pro. Then I want them to look at the skills that you learn. Then I want them to guide their eyes through my design. Okay, skills that you learn. Then who can join? I want them to do this, and then they can go ahead with this. Okay, so how did I arrange this thing? By by changing the font sizes, making the font size varied font sizes. Correct? Varying the font sizes. Okay, how do you do that? By varying the font sizes and also making the font size look different. Font look different. Different fonts. Different font. Different font. Different font. Correct? Different fonts for different things. Got it? How do you maintain the hierarchy of the post? How do you maintain the hierarchy of a design? Okay, the very first design principle is hierarchy. You need to guide the viewer's eye through your design. What does your viewer have to look at first in your design? Okay, okay. So you have to maintain the hierarchy in your design. So what are you going to show at first in your design? What your viewers should look at first in your design? So if you maintain the hierarchy, only then you might be able to engage more people. Yes, heading, subheading, and body of the text. Remember that. This is what it is about. It is not just about headings and this. Yes, sisters and brothers, you have to make sure it is bolded up, make sure it is with less italicized. If it is not, if it is less important, make it with less font size. Okay, if it is less important, put it less font size. In that way, fine. So you just maintain the hierarchy of a post. So you're guiding your viewer through the design, right? Viewer's eye throughout the design. So you have to make sure that you are engaging more people into the design by following the hierarchy. Fine. Hierarchy is nothing but ordering the post. This is the first order of my post. I want my viewer to look at first into this design is the first thing. Okay. Then the second thing. Then the third thing. This way you maintain the hierarchy. This would be the third thing. So this is the heading of the post. This is the subheading. This would be the body. Okay. So this is how you maintain the hierarchy. Fine. So a design, if the design looks more attractive, more engaging, then what does it serve for, dear sisters and brothers? If a design looks good, then what will happen? Can you please tell me? It will engage more people, right? It will make sure that more people will sign up onto this course. Correct? It will make sure that people come to inquire about this course, right? So you have to maintain this design principle so that you can serve the purpose of this design. Okay, so this is how you take care of the hierarchy. Okay, this is the first design principle wherein you're going to take care of the stuff which is important, which is next important, which is least important. So you have to make sure that headings is bolded up or written in some other font size, and typography is also maintained there. A typography I'll just explain in next part. Okay, so this is the first design principle. If you want, you can write it down. Hierarchy should be maintained. Okay, you should not write everything as such. Please remember that. Okay, this is also having same font size. This is also having same font size. This is also having same font size. Same font size. I don't know what to read in design at first. What is the first thing you are telling me about this design? I do not know that. Okay, so this design does not follow the hierarchy principle. Fine. The very first design principle is hierarchy. Come on, the second design principle. This is quite easy. Okay. The second one would be that you're following the alignment and spacing. Proper alignment, proper spacing. Please write it down. You have to have a proper alignment. Can you see that over here? Okay, over here on this one. Can you see the alignments that is put up here? Okay, this is properly aligned. This and this are in the same line. Okay, see the alignments on the left side. Okay, this are in the centered aligned. Correct? Okay, this is center aligned. This is also centered aligned. Can you see that? And spacing. Can you see the spacing between each things? The spacing here between the things, spacing here. Okay, it's all equal. It's all equal. It should be consistent. Okay, it should be evenly spaced. It should be properly aligned. Fine. To make your design looks clean, the spacing and alignment should be perfect. Okay, please write it down. For example, see here. This and this is having same spacing, but this and this text are not having the proper spacing. Okay, look into the spacings here, looking at the spacing here, looking at the spacing here. The alignments that are put up here are not at all perfect, so it doesn't make this design a good design. Okay, so your design also should have a proper alignment. The third principle would be the spacing. It should be spaced up properly to make it look clean design. Okay, the fourth thing is that contrast. Okay, There should be a consistent color scheming. For example, dear sisters and brothers, here, light green, dark blue, light blue, and some blue stuffs here and there, orange stuff here. Do you think that this design is following the proper color scheme? Yes, no? No, right? There's no proper color scheming here, right? Yes. So, dear sisters and brothers, you need to maintain the proper evenly, you have to maintain the color contrast evenly throughout the design. Okay, so you have to create a good look there, you have to use different sizes, different colors, different spaces, different textures to highlight the key elements, and also you need to use some visual that interest in your design. For example, see here, okay, some with a dark background, I have mentioned this text. I mentioned this text with a darker background, something lightish here, lightish background here. Okay, the color combinations are suiting well. For example, think that onto this green design, if I would have put this design, these fonts into the black colors, then you won't be able to read that, right? So these stuffs you have to maintain. So color contrast should be maintained. Okay, this is the fourth design principle. Fine, I have mentioned it here. If you want, you can write it down. Hierarchy, the alignment, the spacing, the contrast. Okay, the next thing is proximity. You're going to maintain the proximity in your designs. It's nothing but, okay, it's nothing but you're grouping the elements that are together. For example, I've grouped these elements together. See here, Islamic flyer making, business flyer editing, video editing, logo making, and much more. So all of these are grouped together. If I would have mentioned Islamic flyer making here, video editing here, logo making here, and much more here, what does it feel like? It doesn't feel like a good design, right? So to make the things work, you need to put the things together. Okay, skills that you learn, you're grouping the things. Skills that you learned are grouped up in a single row, single column. Okay, so here, who can join? These are grouped up here. So this is how you maintain the proximity. Okay, you're grouping the related items together. Okay, to create the relation between the elements. So this element and this element have a relation, correct? So you're relating the elements together. So this is the proximity. This is how we can maintain the proximity. Fine, remember that. So you're having the fifth design principle as proximity. You need to order the elements together. Okay, and the next thing is that you need to maintain some repetitions. Okay, there need to be some repetitions in design. Okay, for example, see here, I have used same colors here. Repetitions in colors, repetition in font, the security. See of the font size, the font colors. See over here, it is repeated. Okay, font size and bolding up. It's repeated. These colors are repeated. Okay, you need to maintain the repetitions in design, usually with the fonts or with the colors or with the patterns. Okay, see here, if they had used round pattern here and square pattern here, it would have not looked good on this design. Okay, they have used the round patterns throughout. Have you seen that? See, round pattern, round pattern, round pattern. Okay, I'll be showing you how you're going to do that in upcoming sessions, inshallah. Okay, the pattern should also be maintained. Repetition and pattern should also be maintained. Okay, so this is the sixth design principle. The seventh design principle is the color palette. Okay, the color palette. Okay, the color palette, you already know it, right? How are you going to assign the color palettes? You're just going to the style, going to the design style, and then you're going to go ahead with the color palette. It will help you maintain what is visually appealing, what design goes well with the what color goes well with the what color. Okay, so you will easily crack this what we say the color palette through the design tools. Okay, inshallah. The last design principle that we are going to study now is typography. Okay, so what is typography is that it is actually the technique of arranging the text, how you're going to arrange the text. See here, they have arranged this beautifully over here, best facilities. How did they arrange this? Can you please tell me? This thing is in light, what we say, it is not bolded up. This one is bolded up. How did they arrange this? They did not write it in single line, they wrote it in different patterns. Okay, so this is called as typography. Just look into this design also. This is called as typography. You are stylizing the textual content. Design, I wanted to highlight this. I wanted to highlight this. I wrote it in the handwriting format, this one in the handwriting format. So this is called as typography. Fine, wherein you're just putting art in your text. Okay, you're just artistically writing the text. Fine. Okay, you're making it readable, you're making it appealing. So this is the eighth design principle. Can you all recall what did I say till now? Yes. What is hierarchy? Come on, I just want you all to write. Leave whatever you're doing, write it in the chat box now. What is hierarchy? You're guiding the viewer through your design, right? What is your viewer? What should your viewer look into your design at first? This is the thing that you want to make sure about. Okay, when you are following the hierarchy, okay, what is the first thing that your viewer wants to look into your design? The second thing, the third thing, the fourth thing. You can maintain this hierarchy by using the font sizes or font colors also. Okay, changing the colors. Font sizes, like first thing you can write a big heading, then you need to write it as a subheading. The second thing that you want your viewer to look at, subheading. The third thing would be the body of the text. In that way you can write it. Okay, first thing you should bold. The second thing, it should not be that bolded up. The third thing should not at all be bold. Okay, so in this way you maintain the hierarchy in the post. Okay, second is alignment, right alignment, left alignment, middle alignment, center alignment. The third thing is spacing, how you're going to give the spacing between the textual content or the paragraphs. Remember that you have to have proper spacing between the paragraphs. Look at this design itself. You're having the spacing here, spacing here. Okay, the spacing should be maintained. Proper spacing should be maintained. Okay, contrast is nothing but you're going to see which color is adhering perfect well with your, which color scheme is going well with your design, or which size will going well, which shapes are looking well with your design. Okay, which is the key element to be highlighted there. You need to follow that contrast there. Okay, you just have to create a visual interest in your design. Okay, by giving the contrast throughout your design, color contrast or the shape contrast or something like that. Fine, you just have to make sure that fonts and colors are going well together. Fine, that is called as contrast. Fine, maintain the contrast in your design. So proximity is nothing but you're going to, yes, what is proximity? Group the related items together. Repetitions is nothing but you're going to repeat some color schemes, or you're going to repeat some patterns, like round pattern. If you're following throughout the design, you need to follow the round pattern. Okay, and coloring is nothing but the same thing. You use the color palettes to align the colors perfectly onto your design. You know already which color goes well with the which design, so you just have to follow the color palettes. And then there is the typography. You are just going to artistify your text in such a way that you are making your text more readable. You are going to make your text more appealing. Okay, so this is how we can maintain the design principles. Okay, from now on, dear sisters and brothers, you have to follow these 8 design principles in your design. Will you all be doing that, inshallah? Kindly type yes or no, because whatever you design, you just not have to design as such. You have to design by following these principles. I just want you all to type yes, inshallah, because we are going to start ahead with the session. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, inshallah, I want you all to follow these design principles whenever you're going to go ahead with designing, inshallah. So, Bismillah, we are going to learn today about how you're going to import the designs, how you're going to draw your designs, how you're going to use the photos, how you're going to use the projects, how you're going to learn the magic options, inshallah. So, yes, sisters and brothers, if time permits, we can even learn about the logo designing also, inshallah, because this is the very first topic of our entire course that we're going to start with. Okay, so if time permits, we can do it today, or inshallah, we're going to start fresh from Monday, the topic based session. Okay, today again we are going to have the live practice into the session. I just want you all to be ready with the 2 devices, inshallah, and also practice well into the session. I just want you all to continuously practice into the session and also after the session. Okay, because this is a skill. Please make sure you're learning through the skill to gain perfection. Okay, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Do you all remember what we were into yesterday? Yes. What was it? What was the last topic we were left with? Magic write, correct? We were writing the things over there with an option known as magic write. You can use the same pose that we had yesterday. Okay, if you want, you can create with the same pose that we had that we were creating yesterday. Or else, if you want, we can just start with a new post. Okay, it's again the introductory design. We are not into the topic based session. Fine, you can take any ratio now, any ratio. So what I'll do, I'll take social media. Click on social media. I'll just take Facebook post. Okay, you can take any aspect ratio or any dimension. Done? Take any dimension. Let's begin. Again, the introductory session. Whatever homeworks you are submitting, dear sisters and brothers, they are very excellently done. MashaAllah. You can from now on itself, you can start to get your clients, and inshallah, you can even what we say, you can just start to create something for the clients and give freelance from now itself, inshallah, because you have a Canva ready to use software in hand, you have millions of templates in hand. Whatever your client asks you, you can just create that within seconds with the templates that you have as well. But inshallah, from now on, you're going to learn to start from the scratch, inshallah. Okay, so let's begin. Bismillah. So yesterday we were into the designing. So some of you had a doubt, how are we going to write that? Can you please explain that again? I'll just explain to you how we were doing with the textual content. Fine. So textual, yesterday we had learned about the textual content as a text box. You can go ahead with text box. Okay. We were discussing about hierarchy today. Do you all remember what is hierarchy? Ordering the post, right? Ordering the post. So we have the hierarchy elements here. Add a heading, add a subheading, add a little body. How are you going to do that? Okay, for example, I'll just click on add a heading. Okay, just look at how is it aligned. Add a heading is bigger one. Add a subheading. Can you see that? Add a subheading is smaller one. Then I'll click on add a little body. Add a little body is very small one. Can you see that? Yes. Okay, think that I'm creating a post on Islamic parenting. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just put this up on the top. See how this is called as hierarchy. What am I doing? I'm ordering my post in such a way that what I want my viewer to look at first, I need to make it as a heading. I want to make it as a bigger thing, right? Okay, I'll just write Islamic parenting there. Islamic parenting there. Okay, this is just writing. Okay, now the second thing what I'm writing. Okay, I'll just put it here. Okay, I don't know what to write. See, I just have a topic in my mind. I don't know what to write. So what I'll do, I'll take the Canva AI in action. I'll just click on the magic write button. Hopefully you all know this, right? Magic write button. Okay, I'll write it. I'll click it. I'll just write transform text. The second one, transforms text. Okay, I'll write there. Okay, I'll enter a prompt. Okay, they're asking you prompt it anything, so I'll write a prompt. Okay, write a quote or write something about Islamic parenting. Something short about Islamic parenting. And I'll write some more stuff. Make sure it's motivating. Motivating. Okay, I'll just write enter. Okay, it will generate some text for me and give it to me. Okay, it has entered. It has okay. Let me just stop. I think I need to give it in the. It's probably giving it in the Arabic or some other spelling. So what I'll do is painting. In English. Okay. No, it's giving me some other language. So I think. Okay, can you tell me if you all have got it proper in your own way? Okay, again, it is not having accuracy. Okay, I can make mistakes. It's not having accuracy. So I'll just go ahead with the Chat GPT. Do you all know how you're going to go ahead with Chat GPT? Yes. Hopefully, you all have created your own profiles in the Chat GPT, right? Okay, you can just write. You can just write something on the Chat GPT. Okay, you just prompt it up. Okay, if you are not finding it correct over there, you can just prompt it up. Okay, so I'll just write Islamic parenting quotes. Like if you don't get it on this topic, you just go ahead with some other topics there. Okay. Okay, make sure the textual content is proper. Okay, I'm just going to select the text. I'll just try it, and your Lord has decreed this. Okay, see here how I'm doing this. Okay, I'll just copy it up. Okay, now I just want you to be very careful. Listen carefully. Okay, I'm going to write it here. Fine. I'm just going to paste it here. Now see, this is the second text, right? What is this? Subheading, right? Okay. Now see here, this Al-Isra, Surah Al-Isra, ayah number 17, verse number 23. How am I going to remove that? It should not be a heading. It should not be in the subheading format, right? It should not be so bolded up. Okay, our bold text should be this one, not that. Okay, and also see here how am I ordering it up? Can you see that? And also I told you yesterday, margins. You have to write everything inside these margins. Okay, you as a basic graphic designers, you as just the beginners, I want you all to make sure you are putting these margins on. Okay, it is in the file. Go to the file, go to the settings, and keep the margins on. Okay. Okay, did you all do that yesterday? If yes, please type yes. Okay, I've removed the Surrealista, this one reference. I'll put it here as a little body. Now, can you see what did I do with this stuff? I've added this as a heading. This is what I'm maintaining the hierarchy of the post. This is a subheading and this is the little body. Okay, subheading. Now, did I guide my viewer through this design? Yes or no? What is my intention? That my viewer should look at first should be the Islamic parenting. What is the second thing I want my viewer to look at? And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but him and honor your parents. If either or both of them reach old age, say not to them uff and address them with noble words. Subhanallah. Okay, so this is the ayah from the Quran, right? So I want my viewer to look at this at second page. Okay. Then if they are like, where is the reference for this? Then they need to look at this. This is the least thing that I want my last thing that my viewers to look at. Okay. Got it? This is the very first thing called as hierarchy. Will you now intend that you will design your post with proper hierarchy? Yes? No? Please write. Okay, inshallah. From now on, you all have to maintain this hierarchy, dear sisters and brothers, because I want you to design with a clean touch, with a beautiful designs. Okay, you just not have to design for the sake of designing. Okay, okay. If you were before into this designing, you might have put this somewhere here. You might have put it somewhere here. You might have put this somewhere here. No, dear sisters and brothers, you are going to have proper hierarchy at the first. And see here, these are alignments that I'm going to give you. These are the alignments. Okay, aligning. See here, this is center alignment. Okay, second principle is also followed. Okay, center alignment. Third principle, proper spacing between the textual content. See here, I have provided the proper spacing between the textual contents. Spacing should be followed. Why did I do that? Because this and this are related to each other. This and this are related to each other. So I have just made them sit together with this. Okay, so this is alignment and spacing. Then the contrast thing with the coloring. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go ahead with Islamic. Okay, Islamic backgrounds, I'll just, or Islamic patterns, I can go ahead with, I'll take an Islamic background. Okay, I'll click on the graphics or in the photos. Okay, for the backgrounds, take the photos. Okay, I'll take this photo, I'll add it in the background, set images background. So done. Yes, right? Okay. So the four things are maintained. Okay, contrast is nothing but for this color scheming, for the white, black is maintained. Okay, so contrast is maintained here. Fine. You can add multiple colors also, like something like this, light this. But if you are doing this black, you should not put the black content. If the background is dark, the content should not be dark. This should not be dark. Remember that, right? It should be whitish, right? Does it follow the design sense? No, right? When you take dark colors, you have to make sure that this should be white. Correct? When you take light colors, you should make sure that textual content is dark. Okay, you have to make sure you're doing that. Okay, so I'll show you with another this one. I'll just duplicate this page around. I'll put a dark background. See here, I'll replace the background. See now, does it look good? No, right? You need to have a proper contrast in colors, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, so this is the fourth design principle. Got it? Understood? Please let me know. You have to follow this throughout the course. We are into the introductory sessions only. Okay, from now on you have to perfection the skills. You are not just designing this for the designing sake. Okay, okay. The next thing, the fourth design principle is contrast is done. Proximity. It's the grouping the elements. This and this are grouped together. Okay, this and this are together. Okay, if you want to group this together, you can even have something called as 3-dot button. Select multiple and select these two things, Al-Isra and Al-Quran. Okay, you just need to click on done and group it up. GROUP, group. Okay, these are grouped. Now you can take this group together if you want to place it somewhere here. Okay, like elements, you can group it together. Something that you find like in your post, similar elements, you can group it. That is called as proximity. Fine, you're maintaining proximity in your design. This and this are together, you can just put it together. If you want to reduce this size, this is how you do it. How to group the elements? Okay, I'll show you how to group the elements. Just a minute. Okay, for example, thing that I have written. Okay, I have written a grocery list in which I am writing the snacks and the very first one. Okay, I'll take another one. I'll add another textual content. Over there, I write fruits. Okay, fruits. It's just for sake of explaining. Okay. Okay, the second, third thing I'll do is I'll keep it somewhere here. I'll write cake. Okay, just for explaining. Please don't make sure that you're doing that's the same thing. Okay, so now what is this? These three things are together, right? These are the part of grocery list. Okay, first what I'll do, I'll maintain a proper ordering between this. Okay, left alignment. See, I'm aligning it to the left side. Okay, done. Three are left aligned. Okay, now I want these three to be together. Okay, when for example, if I want to move these three together, if I cannot move them together, see, snacks is going by single-handedly, right? So if I want to group them together, what do? I select them multiple. Okay, I multiple select them. How to do that? Click on snacks and click on three dot button. Three dot button. Okay, do this along with me. This is called as proximity. We are into the design principles. You are learning graphic designing. You're not just learning to do these things unprofessionally. You're doing things professionally nowadays, sisters and brothers. You have to know these steps. Okay. Okay, click on the snacks, click on three dot button, and click on select multiple. Okay, if you are with the PC, you just need to click on something and then click on control and click on the next two steps. Okay, select multiple, then click on fruits, then click on cake. Done. Have you clicked on these three things together? Yes, no? Please let me know yes or no. Select multiple, you just have to select all the three items. Okay, okay, you didn't get it. Are you with the PC, Sister Salva? Are you with the PC or with the, if you're with the PC, you just need to click left click. Okay, left click on snacks. Left click on snacks. Done. Okay. Okay, I'm repeating it again. Click on left click on snacks. Done. I mean, you're just clicked on snacks. Fine. If you have another element outside of it, what you're going to do, you have left clicked on snacks. Now click on control button on your keyboard. Control button on your keyboard. Okay. If you are, if someone is with a smartphone, you just have to click on this three dot button. Okay. You just have an option called as select multiple. I'm on tab. If you are with the tab or if you are with the smartphone, you just have to click on select multiple there. Three dot button, select multiple. Okay. Then if okay, Sister Salva, you are with the PC, click on control. Do not move your hand from the control. Okay. Click it. You just don't have to remove your hand from the control. You just have to click on the next letter. Fruit. Did you do that? Next. Left button as well as control. You don't have to remove your hands off the control. Okay, do not remove your hands off the control from your keyboard. If you are done, you just have to click on the right side, right click or the three dot button, and there is something called as group, G-R-O-U-P. Three dot button and there is something called as group. Okay, this will be grouped together. This is how you group the elements together. Now, if you want to increase the sizes, reduce the sizes, they'll be together. Got it? This is called as proximity, how you're grouping the elements. If you don't understand this, no problem. You have time. You have time of 15-day course. Okay, this is a 15-day course. Every day, each day, you can try this. Fine, because we are going to do these things every day, now and then. Okay, have your grouping. MashaAllah, Barakallah, speak, Sister Fazila. You have got it. And few more. Let me see who have got this. Who have got this? Have learned to do grouping. This is called as fifth design principle, the grouping. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feek, dear Sister Harmeen. Okay, the next thing is repetition. MashaAllah, Sister Safa. Okay, so next would be the repetitions. You're using this consistent coloring. So let this be black and black. So let this be, I can put this different coloring. Okay, for this, let me put the darker, or for this, I'll put some more darker. For this, I'll put darker. For this, let it be lighter. For this, let it be a bit lighter. In this way, you can pattern it up. Okay, there should be some kind of what we say repetitions in colors or repetitions in, so in this way you can change the colors. Fine. Okay, the sixth thing is repetitions. Fine, you can change, you can have repetitions in fonts, you can have repetitions in colors, you can have repetitions in patterns. Okay, for example, patterns. Let me just have some repetitions in patterns. Islamic, I'll take Islamic patterns. Okay, repetition in patterns. How can I do that? Okay, I'll take this, I'll add this lantern over this side. Okay, Okay, I want to repeat this button on the right side also. I'll just duplicate that and repeat it. Okay, how to duplicate? I'm telling you everything from the scratch, how to duplicate. If you have put something here and you want to duplicate it here, okay, if you want to repeat the same thing, you just have to click on that stuff and click on this button. This is the duplicate button. Duplicate button. Can you see that? This is the sixth design principle known as repetition. You're repeating the stuff. Done? Please make sure you're doing this. Anything you can add. Anything you can add and repeat it. To make the design look perfect, you just can repeat the steps. I've used Islamic pattern here because my design looks Islamic, has an Islamic topic, so I'm repeating the stuff. Okay, so I'll use some other patterns also and show it to you. I'll take this, I'll add it here, somewhere here at the bottom. I want it on the top also, so what I'll do, I'll click on it, and here I have the repeat button, duplicate button. I'll just duplicate it. Got it? How to duplicate the stuffs? Yes, no? Yes, sisters and brothers, tell me yes, no. Sixth design principle is done. Now, seventh design principle. What is the seventh design principle? Coloring. This color is not at all looking good for me. What will I do? Please tell me what will I do if I want a beautiful coloring? I want you to answer me because yesterday we were into the entire session into the coloring. Yes, yes, yes. I just want quick answer now. Because coloring, I don't like this coloring. I want a proper color combination now. Where should I go? Yes, excellent, Sister Romana. Yes. Where did I go? I need to go to designs. Excellent. I need to go to the styles. Come on, do it along with me. Yes. I need to go to the color palettes. Yes. See all. Okay. Now I just want to arrange the colors beautifully. I can just go ahead with any colors that I love. See how beautiful it is changing, right? You all like it? The way it changes the colors according to the beautiful color combinations that are set up here. See here the color combinations are going so well with this design. Whichever you want, you can select. Okay. Make sure you are aligning it perfectly with the background colors. So this is okay for me now. Okay. The last thing, what is not looking good here? Textual content. The typography is not looking good. The font styling is not looking good. Font pairing is not looking good because we did not have any concern at first. We did not do that. The last thing you are going to maintain in the design is typography. So what do? I go to the styles. I have the font sets here. I'll click on see all. Okay. I'll just change this font set. Now tell me whether this design looks perfect. Yes, no. Now it's ready to be posted to the clients or it's ready to be sent to the wherever you want. Okay. For example, if you don't like some things, you can remove those things. Okay. Okay. If you like it, you can place it. Okay. It looks good for me. I think I need to just use the transparency here. I reduce the transparency to 50%. Okay. Okay. Now, what did I tell you, dear sisters and brothers? You need to have a proper fonting. Okay, change the fonts. Okay, we are ready with the finished product. Did you all like it? Did you all love creating these things with me? Have you all understood the 8 design principles that we discussed in today's session? Will you all maintain this in your designs throughout the course? I want a quick yes from you all now because you all have to maintain this. Without this, your designs won't look good. You have to be perfect with your designs, your sisters and brothers, because you are learning to professionally edit the things. You are going to give it to your clients or you're going to post it on the social media. You should not post something like this, right? Does it look a perfect perfect post? No, right? It is not following any design principles. No alignment, no ordering, no proximity. There's no proper space here. Snacks and fruits have a big spacing, and fruits and cake does not have a proper spacing. No line spacing is not perfect here. Okay, so make sure you are following all these 8 design principles. If you all have got what we have told in today's session, we are just working with 1 design, and from Monday, inshallah, you're going to work with 10 to 15 designs in 1 frame. Okay, I'll just tell you to maintain that. You have to maintain that. Okay, you have to maintain that design principle, that design principle. Fine. All of this stuff will be discussed in inshallah in upcoming sessions as well. Saturday holiday inshallah, because most of you were asking for a day off, so inshallah we'll be taking a day off. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, we are going to learn an important aspect of editing. This is a small topic. Okay. Entire thing we will be learning in today's session. Okay. Small topic. Right. If we're going to the topic session, we are going to do some important stuff today. Okay. So now Today's homework will be this one. I think you all did it in class itself, so you just have to send it into the class. Now, 10 minutes is an important session now. I want you all to be very concentrating, fine? Please be very concentrating now, fine? So now, be attentive, inshallah. Okay. So now what am I going to do with the things is, we are going to start with a topic known as photo editing with Canva. Photo editing with Canva. Okay. This is one entire skill. Okay. Think that you have a client. He came to you and he gave you his photo. Okay, I'll just write Muslim. Okay. This is the photo of a client. I'll take any photo. Okay. Any photo. Okay. This is the photo of a client. Okay. This is your client who has told you, this is my photo. I want you to enhance this photo. I want you to perfection this photo. Okay. How would you do that? Okay. We are learning photo editing in 10 minutes now. Concentrate a bit, please. Okay. So I put it on this frame. For what I'll do, I'll just take it on the Canva and put it on the frame. Okay. Now I want to do photo editing with this. Okay. Photo editing with this. How will I start with this? Very first thing is, when you click on this photo, there is a button called as edit button. Okay. Go to the edit button. Click on the edit button. Okay. So the very first option is Magic Studio. Okay. We'll get into this Magic Studio later. But before that, we'll just see the filters effects. Okay. Filters and effects. If you are with a smartphone, you will have the option known as filters. Hopefully, you all have done this on the Snapchat, Instagram, and more. Filtering. Why are these applied? You are just going to enhance the photo using the filter button. You are just going to apply filters on your photo. Different kinds of filters. Got it? Yes, you can try whatever seems good for you. You can try with that. Fine. Antique, nostalgic, dreamy kind of. Okay, whatever you want, you can apply. X Pro minus, X Pro plus, poster kind of, whatever intensity you want to give, you can go ahead with that. Come on, edit the photos how you wish, however you want. Fine. Okay, let me apply this third one, or the flint one, or the third one looks well. Okay, intensity is also increased. Done with this? Please tell me yes or no if you are done. Take any photo. Take your own photo. That is better. Take your own photo. Now you are going to edit your own photo. Take your own photo. Put it in the frame. Okay. Enhance it. This is how you are enhancing the photo. What is photo editing? You have to enhance the photo, right? Okay. The next thing is shadows. If you want to give some shadows onto the photo, dropping the shadow out of the photo, then that you can do. You are making something like this. You can even do that. Okay. But that is not the major thing that you are required to do. Fine. Outlining if you want to give to the photo, that is also possible. Okay. Outlining if you want to give to the photo, it is also possible. Fine. You can even give a curved kind of look for the photo if you want to place it somewhere into the frame like this, curved kind of feel. Okay. Please edit it with your own photo or your client based photo, or take it from the elements itself. See a page lift. Okay. Or if you want to make sure if you to look in the angled way, or if you want a backdrop like this. Okay, there is no edit option. There will be an option. If you are with the smartphone, dear sisters and brothers, this edit button won't be there. Direct filters button will be there. Filtered. Can you see that? Filters button. It is there, right? It will be there. It should be there. Okay. So when you click on the photo, you will be having filters button. And then you will be having another thing called as effects button. Okay. In the laptops and tabs, it will be together. That's all. It will be together in the format of edit. Okay, so you don't have to worry if edit is not there. You'll be having filters there. Change the filters, change the effect. Okay, the next thing, duotone. You can just change the tone of this to from the whitish, I mean the colorish photo to the black and white, or pink and white, or something like that. Okay, you can change the duotone. You can change the tone of this photo. Okay, autofocus. Okay, this will take the AI in action. It will focus the content that needs to be focused at most, and also it will blur the content that doesn't needs to be focused. And also you can just go ahead with the tools if you want. Okay, you can just click on autofocus. Please try this out now. Please try this out now. Okay, then face retouch. Okay, face retouch. See, this autofocus has given me this product. See, it was like this. It is focusing on the photo and it is giving me something like this. Okay, autofocus. If you want, you can reduce it. Click on the setting and reduce the blur intensity, focal point. It has told you what is the focal point also. Okay, it has shown you what is the focal point also. So they have shown you what is the focus position also. You can increase the focus position if you don't want. Okay, and this way it will actually focus the position. Fine. Okay, the last is face retouch. You can retouch the face as you wish. Smooth skin if you want to give. Okay, so all of this you might have tried it with different applications. It's already here. Okay, it's already here. Fine. So this is how you retouch the face. Okay, got it, dear sisters and brothers? Have you understood how to use filters, how to use effects? Now see here, this is the finished product. Okay, now how it used to look at before? It used to look something like this. See how beautiful it looks now, correct? Can you see the difference? I'll put it here itself if you want to know the difference. I'll increase it in size, I'll put it here. Note the difference. Look at the facial features and look at the facial features here. Just using the filters and the second step. Done? Have you understood how you're going to photo edit the things? Yes. Now, dear sisters and brothers, what is the definition of photo editing? Please tell me. Please tell me the definition of photo editing. Anyone? You're going to enhance the photo. The second thing is manipulate the photo, right? For example, think that this client told you, I don't want myself onto this desert. I want a different background to this. So now what you have to do? Manipulate this photo, right? How do you manipulate the photos? You have to remove the backgrounds. You have to remove some elements. You have to add some elements, correct? Yes, no? Quick yes, no? Yes, right? Okay. Previously before the Canva, we used to have what we say, you used to download the applications that would do that. Okay, but this application, mashallah, will give you everything in hand. Okay, you just have something called as background remover here. Click on it. I'm just going to manipulate this photo and add a beautiful background to this. Okay, previously, do you remember in the very first class, I told you I will take just 1 minute to change the background. Can I show you that in 1 minute? I'll just remove the background. Click on background remover. Okay, see how much second did it take me? 1 second work. I'll add a background. I'll take him to some other place. Which place should I take him to? Let's decide. Okay, let's take him to, come on, decide a place. You can decide any place that you want to. For example, or you can type, for example, if you want to type Paris, you can type Paris. Let me just write Paris here. If you want to type whichever stuff you want, whichever place you want, you can take him to that place, right? I'll take this. Okay, Masjid al-Nabawi. That's a good answer. Medina. I'll just write Medina here. Yes, background remover, dear sisters and brothers. Within seconds, it will remove the background for you. So I'll take him to this place. Okay, now he's here. I'll just put this as a background. How to make it as a background? Click on 3-dot button. Replace background and set image as background. Done. Where is he now? Okay. Where is this person now? Into some other frame, right? Yes. See here, this is a person. What am I going to do with him? I'll just make sure he's smaller. See here, his shadow is also appearing. Can you see that? Because we have done the editing already, I have given him the shadow, right? Edited this photo and given him the shadow. Where is the shadow? Shadow thing. Okay. I'll just make sure that he's having a proper drop shadow because it should feel like he's on the place, right? Okay, we are done. Then you just have to arrange him perfectly. How much did I take? How much time did I take? 1 minute, right? Yes, dear sisters and brothers. Did you like this thing? Did you learn this art of editing the photos? You can write this skill somewhere and tell the users or the viewers that you can do this and you can get the clients for just doing this skill. Like replacing the photo from one background to another background. Okay, this is a skill, entire one skill you have learned in 1 minute. Did you all like to do this skill together with me? Kindly type yes or no. Probably you all are busy with doing this, right? Inshallah, inshallah. No problem if you all are busy. I want to make sure that you all are done, inshallah. Yes, right? Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu fiki, dear sisters and brothers here. Alhamdulillah. You have learned the skill, alhamdulillah, to just manipulate the backgrounds. Fine? You're done with manipulating the backgrounds. Another thing. Come on. Okay, we have so many stuff to learn now. Are you done? Please type done. I need at least 2 people telling me done. We are learning photo editing within 10 minutes. Okay, alhamdulillah. Barakallahu fiki. So now think that you have one client who is coming with his photo. think that he is coming with his childhood photo. Okay, he has come to you with his childhood photo and is telling you, okay, let me see, beautiful photo. That should make a sense. Okay, I'll take. Okay, I just want you to take a photo that has multiple peoples in it. Okay, I need multiple people in the frame. Okay, you can take any photo, but I'm just deciding what goes well. I should also make this design look with a sense, right? It should have a sense. So I'm selecting something that makes a sense. Okay, this is a childhood photo of you, of your client, okay, of your client, and he asks you, these are the people in the frame. I don't want this person. I do not like to have this person in the frame. Okay, your client has told you that you want to erase this person out of the frame. How would you do that? Any idea? Any idea? Is it possible? Is it possible to do that? What do you say? Yes, it is possible, right? With the Canva, it is possible. But if you had to solve it with the different softwares, you might have landed in very difficult manner. So now, dear sisters and brothers, you can do it with a very excellent tool of Canva, that is Magic Eraser. You can erase a person out of the frame. Okay, you can erase the person out of the frame. Let me show you how you're going to do that. You just need to go to the edit, or you can just go to an option known as Magic Studio. Okay, if you are with this one, you have it in the bottom. Okay, Magic Studio. Fine. So now you can just go ahead with Magic Eraser. Click on Magic Eraser. You know, all of these are pro options. You won't get it for free. You can just go ahead with Magic Eraser, and you can just take a brush and erase this person out. Okay, sometimes it won't make a sense. Why it won't make a sense? Do you know why? Because this kid is holding this person. This kid will actually have the hand left out, one hand left out. Okay, so take a picture in such a way that it should make a sense. Okay, okay, this much person is not required. So I'm just clicking on it. I'm brushing it up. I'm just clicking on erase button. Okay, one thing I want you to note here. Please note here what will happen. You know, the background is replaced. Can you see that? How beautifully the background is replaced? It has added the greenery behind and removed that person very beautifully. Can you see that? Okay, I just didn't apply the brush properly here. If I would have done that, it's an amazing tool that you might have come through till now. Okay, if that kid was not holding him by his hand, then this would be an amazing artwork, amazing photo edited. Can you all see that? How beautifully this is done? Now he's gone. How was this pic previously? Something like this. Would you have imagined that this would be done without it? You have removed one person without changing any aspect of the photo. Yes? Did you all try with me? Yes, no, yes, no? Yes? Alhamdulillah. So this is how you can erase a person out of the frame. Got it? Okay, the next option. Come on. Again, another option from the magic tools. Okay, there is another option known as magic grab. For example, think that you want to grab something out of this. Okay, you want to grab something out of it. So I'll just show you. Okay, so I'll just show you how you're going to go ahead with this. Go to the edit button. You have just click magic grab, and it will show you the items that you can grab from this. Okay, okay, you can grab a person out directly. Just see here. I'll just click on this person. I'll just grab him out. Okay, now I can place this person somewhere into the frame, or I can delete this person out of the frame. This is such an excellent magic tool, dear sisters and brothers, that you all have. Can you all see that? Did this get more accuracy, or did that get more accuracy? Magic draw is good, or magic grab is good? What do you say? Magic grab, right? Yes, we as a designer use this most often. Okay, most often we use this magic grab tool. Okay, it grabs the person without, see the frame, the same frame like it was, nothing is changing. Can you all see that? Okay, that's great, mashallah. You can grab the person within a second with this tool. Okay, think that this is your family and you want to grab one person out of the frame. You can just click on edit button and click on magic grab, and grab a person out within seconds. See a 4% it will show. I'll take out this person and grab it up. Okay. For example, think that this person has told me that please remove me from this frame and add me to some other frame. Can you do that? Yes, I have removed him. I'll delete this background. See what am I doing? I'm deleting this background. I have removed this person from that frame. I'll apply him to some other frame. Isn't it amazing? Please type amazing if you are finding this amazing. Okay, he is in this frame now. Yes? No? Alhamdulillah. Did you all do this along with me? This is the principle of photo editing. Manipulating the photos, putting it from one place to another place, taking out from the person from one frame to another frame. Got it? This is entire photo editing that you're getting. I mean, you have the tools here for free, so you might enjoy doing this work. Okay. So see here, there's all great options that you all can go ahead with. We have learned magic background removal. Have learned magic eraser, magic grab is done. Grab text. Okay. For example, now this is the final thing that we are going to learn today. Inshallah, the next options we'll learn in next class. Okay. Please be attentive now. If you want to get something from the gallery, I already told you, you can go ahead with gallery or go ahead with uploads. Okay. Go to the gallery. Okay. For example, think that you have a textual content in hand. Okay. Okay. Something that we have made. Okay, let me put this itself. Okay, this is the recent yesterday I have planned it with a client. I made them this logo and they wanted a logo for their Instagram handle. So yesterday itself I have made this for them. Okay, so this is the design. Okay, now think that you just like this and you want this in your design. Okay, you want this in your design. What will you do? Okay, for example, you want to change the content of this photo, money matter DXB, you want to remove this and you want to add your own text. Is it possible? Is it possible? Do you say it is possible? Yes, no. It might feel like not possible before this, dear sisters and brothers. But now with the Canva, it is actually possible. Okay, I'll show you something else. Okay, I'll take this one. Add to the page. This is okay, this is designed by Rag Group. Okay, so come on. So this is the post. It's already generated post. I'm asking you to remove the text from this and add some other text. How would you do that? You just need to go to the edit button and there is something called as grab text. Okay, you can just grab the text from there and add your own text instead of that. And also it will show you which font are they using and which font you can use. You just have to click on the text that you need to grab and you just can grab. Okay, I'll just write this one. Okay, I'll just click on Muslima, I'll grab it. Okay, it will be grabbed and it also will show you which font it was utilizing before, so that you can use the same font in your textual content. Okay, oh Muslima, instead of this I'll write oh Momina. Okay, just look here, I've just changed the text, I've changed it. See how I manipulated a photo, right? Can you see that? Without any change, without any difference. Okay, you can use this skill. For example, think that in your gallery you have someone, or in your what we say on your browser you have someone with the artwork there. Okay, any artwork, or for example they have their own course. You like this flyer, course flyer of them. Okay, this is our book. Okay, this is the magnets, that lead magnets that we have produced for our book. This is going to be launched in sooner, inshallah. So for example, think that this is a photo that was generated and I want you to manipulate this photo. How would you do that? Just go to the edit button. You can just go ahead with grab text. You can grab the text, whatever texts are here, and you can change the textual content. Include free bonus and activity sheet. I'll grab it up. Okay. Grab it up. I can just change the textual content. See, instead of activity sheets, I'll write worksheets. Worksheets. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Please type yes if you found all of these things amazing. You know, already created PDFs, already created textual contents, already created photos, already created logos, already created stuff. You can now manipulate within seconds with this software. Okay, with this pro software. Fine. Okay, hopefully you all are enjoying doing this, inshallah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, we are done with today's sessions. Hope this is the entire photo editing with Canva, okay? Hopefully, you all have understood the magic options that we have learned today. Inshallah, hopefully, you will apply it. I want to see your homeworks. How are you going to send the homework? Download it as JPG. One photo must have all of the design principles put into it. You have to even tell me, or you have to make sure you're perfectioning 8 design principles in your design. And this next 2 to 3 photos should be with each and everything, like removing the background, manipulating the background, and one thing with adding the elements, one thing with removing a person out of the frame, and another thing is like removing the text from the frame and adding your own text. Okay, so these are the homeworks that you are having. You have a Sunday in hand. I want you to work on the skill, and I want you to perfection the skill of photo editing as well as doing your design following 8 design principles. Are you done? Yes, sisters and brothers? If you're not yet done with whatever the work is given, you can do it after the class also, or you can sit back and watch the recordings and do it, your sisters and brothers. Any doubts you have, approach me. I'll be helping you throughout, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. I think we are 15 minutes more into the session. Jazakallahu khairan indeed for giving me time. Assalamu alaikum, dear sisters and brothers.